that he wouldn't even consider using Sting even in his character. I did not think that Goldberg received the biggest applause. I thought Sting received the biggest applause, but they claimed it was Goldberg who received the biggest applause. But anyway, moments later was when Shane walked to the ring in Panama City and said the deal was finalized, but it was under his name, not his dad's. So now he was the owner of WCW, which meant made it even more interesting to see not just WrestleMania 17 for people who were going to order it, made it even more interesting to see the next week on Raw and SmackDown. So it was really interesting. That's what really made it interesting to see to see WrestleMania 17 and Raw and SmackDown, because wanted to see what Shane McMahon was going to do with WCW. Number one. Number two, we wanted to see what WCW stars went there. Me, as a fan, loved Marcus Bagwell, loved Lex Luger, loved Sting, loved Goldberg. To be honest, WCW was my favorite company out of the two. So I really thought those were some great talents. Loved Booker T and his brother Stevie Ray. Loved Scott Steiner. I liked seeing all of those guys. So that's what makes me want to look back at this, just to see how they were used, because I only saw one video on YouTube from this, and that was them saying who were going to face each other first night in the out of the Alliance team men. They didn't even have an alliance yet. They just wanted to book wrestlers from WCW against each other at first, before they even had the alliance drawn out. Okay. I have enough time to talk about SmackDown, if I can find SmackDown on here. Okay, it's March 29th, 2001. If I can find SmackDown. Okay, looking for something. Okay, just hit SmackDown on here, let's see. All the way down to 2000. Okay. For some reason, I don't see any reason they don't have the episodes up like they did for Raw versus Nitro. Okay, got it. I gotta go all the way down. 2001, March 26th for Raw Nitro. March 29th, 2001. They had Just Incredible and X-Pac with Albert defeating the APA after I believe it was the Good Father hit Ron Simmons, some form of leg drop, and enabled one of, I think it was X-Pac, got the pin. And Chris Benoit and Test defeated Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle. Rhino defeated Matt Hardy at 1:40 seconds. No contest in the most degrading match I can think of a female having, where they literally stripped down to what they were underneath. Glad I don't watch anything like that because it's degrading, and I do not support that at all. And then in the main event tag team match, Big Show and William Regal defeated Jericho and Kane. The opening angle is really important. It's really interesting. Triple H spoke about The Undertaker, and Stephanie reminded everybody how she had a restraining order on The Undertaker, and he revealed he already had a lawyer to get himself out of jail. So he started fighting Triple H and some of the security, then he got arrested. That was really some interesting segments. President, they didn't say any of the segments. Okay. Talk about WrestleMania next, which is great because it's great because I already saw it, so I have to do is just say what happened, and then next episode is about the night after. Okay. The actual pay-per-view itself, Chris Jericho defeated William Regal. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Regal who was challenging for the Intercontinental title. Okay. Regal. According to Wikipedia, Regal lost to Chris Jericho. Taz and the APA defeated Right to Censor. Kane defeated Raven and Big Show, but I'm pretty sure he pinned Raven to win the Hardcore title. Eddie Guerrero defeated Test for the European title. After, I think it was Perry Saturn who hit, Eddie Guerrero hit Test for the European title and threw it out the ring, so the referee wouldn't see it. Then Kurt Angle defeated Chris Benoit after pulling Benoit's tights when he rolled him up. China defeated Ivory to keep the women's title. Shane defeated Mr. McMahon with Mick Foley as special guest referee. Edge and Christian, with Rhino in their corner, defeated the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys. By the way, the Dudleys were the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions going into this match. They defeated the Dudleys and the Hardys to win the WWF Tag Team titles in the first ever tables, ladders, and chairs match. The Iron Sheik won the Gimmick Battle Royal by last eliminating Hillbilly Jim. The Undertaker defeated Triple H. And Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated The Rock. This was a no DQ match for the heavyweight title. So what was interesting about this match was that Vince had decided that for some reason instead of helping The Rock, he helped Steve Austin. And Steve Austin went along with it, and he helped Vince instead of he helped Vince cost the Rock the title instead of kicking Vince and giving him the stunner like he was expected to do. He just went along with it, and he helped Vince assault The Rock, and then he hit him with a stunner and pinned him for the title. Interesting note: when they asked Stone Cold Steve Austin what he thought he should have done in hindsight, he believed that because the fans cheered him for going against Vince, since they weren't ready to boo him yet, since they didn't feel the need to boo him yet, he felt a few years ago that he should have ad-libbed at the last second and hit us the stunner on Vince. That way the fans wouldn't have felt strange, and instead of booing him, they would have cheered him instead. So I found that to be an interesting fact to mention. Okay, almost 18 minutes left. Let's look at UFC.com, see if they have any news that is of any use. Okay, in the male bantamweight division, Corey Sandhagen, somebody said he was built for this, and they said he's ready to rock in Florida. Along with that, they said just happened, Overeem went against Oleinik, I think is how you pronounce it. Slowly coming. Okay, it's coming. Okay, who won? Oh. Not only did Alistair win by technical knockout again, with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left of the fight, which meant that was 14-second fight, I guess. Because I'm sure it was 5 minutes, because they don't go longer than that in the first round. Not only was it possibly a 14-second fight, because of how he won and how long it took, he won Performance of the Night also. Fight of the night was the second fight, and it was Islam Makhachev against Arman Sarukhani, and they went the full fight, and Islam won by decision. Heavyweight bout, I just love looking at these results. Sergey Pavlovich beat Marcelo Golm by technical knockout at 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the first round. Interesting. Shouldn't have done that. But I just wanted to know what the odds were. I don't think they're showing it. Women's flyweight bout. Roxanne Matafari and Antonio